Welcome to the Virtual College Exploration for all North and South Carolina students. This is one of many sessions that are offered. You can view the full schedule at www.cacrao.org. Thank you for joining us. I will now turn it over to our presenters. Please use the Q&A function to ask questions.
Hello, my name is Lori Bregner, and I am I'm a global recruitment officer for Duke Kunshan University. I'm just pulling up my presentation here. Hopefully you can see it. Many of you, I'm sure, especially because you're from North or South Carolina, have heard of Duke University in Durham. And I'm here to tell you about a really exciting brand new joint venture university that Duke University in China started. So first of all, we know that, especially given the fact that we are speaking virtually today, we know that we are in a critical inflection point in history with many crises ranging from health to the economy, to, of course, climate change and the environment, and of course, the election coming up. So we know that these are all really critical issues that you as prospective college students will be responsible for finding answers to when you become a college student and beyond, and when you take that education with you and contribute to the world. So, because we know that these global challenges are so important and that they require a global education, we've started this joint venture university in China. And I'm sure many of you have already thought about it. Studying in another country for college is really advantageous because it really helps you cultivate a global outlook so you can become a global citizen. It instills a broader understanding of other cultures, and it can help you for an international career. So here's the beautiful campus, and this is our answer to the critical issues that we're facing around the globe. It is a research-oriented, interdisciplinary liberal arts and sciences university. And like I said, this was created for students who want to make a meaningful difference in the world. We are a partnership with Duke University, which, as I'm sure you know, is consistently ranked as one of the best universities in the world. And as a Duke Kunshan University student, you would have the opportunity to study on 2 campuses. You would be able to study on our brand new beautiful campus here that I showed you near Shanghai, China. And then you would also be able to study for a semester on the beautiful Duke University campus here in Durham, North Carolina. If you remember anything from this presentation, I'd like you to remember that this is an opportunity for you to earn 2 bachelor's degrees. You would earn a degree from Duke Kunshan University, so you'd have that international Chinese diploma, and you'd also have a regular diploma from Duke University. This will be incredibly powerful because you'll be able to join 2 alumni networks. And the Duke Alumni Network already has 170,000 members. And we have not graduated any students from Duke Kunshan yet because we just opened up for undergraduates in the fall of 2018. But additionally, you would be able to continue to network with students from all over the world that you studied with at Duke Kunshan. We like to say that Duke Kunshan University is your gateway to Asia and the rest of the world. It's located near Shanghai, and just to give you the global reach, it's a lot closer to many other parts of the world than you may expect. The wonderful thing is that you can get to places like Tokyo in just about 3.5 hours, South Korea in a little over 2 hours. You could take a weekend in Thailand. You could go to Bali. It's a really, really exciting location. And it's also a very strategic location. We are located in Kunshan, which is in Jiangsu province. And to get to Duke Kunshan, you would fly into Shanghai Pudong Airport, and then you can take, you can either drive or you can take the bullet train, which is a very fast train in China. And from different parts of the city of Shanghai, it depends, you can get there in between 20 minutes to 1 hour. There is, from one station, there is a really quick commute with that 20 minutes. And this is a strategic location because not only is it located near Shanghai, but Kunshan is actually a hub for high-tech research and manufacturing. You might even liken it to Silicon Valley in California. As I said, it's connected by high-speed train to Shanghai. It's also near another really beautiful city called Suzhou. And the population is about 1.7 million, which is considered a small city in China. As you can see, the city of Kunshan and even the Duke Kunshan campus are super modern and forward-looking, but within Jiangsu province, surrounding the campus, there are actually really beautiful picturesque forests and ancient water towns that you can explore. So you have the best of both worlds. You have modern China, and you can explore also the world's oldest civilization. This is a beautiful picture of, this is the Bund, the skyline in Shanghai, which is one of the most dazzling skylines in the world. And this is a picture of course, Duke University in Durham, a beautiful picture during fall with the beautiful Gothic architecture. And again, as a Duke Kunshan student, you would have the opportunity to spend 1 semester at Duke, generally in your junior year. So we have a really engaging academic environment. One thing that's really unique about Duke Kunshan is that you'll have the opportunity to either learn or continue with, if you've already been taking Mandarin, continue with Mandarin language study. All of the classes are in English, but Mandarin is required. We have a really small student body at this point. We actually have freshmen through juniors. As I said, we only started for undergraduates in the fall of 2018. And we have really, I would say it's a Duke quality education with a U.S. liberal arts style curriculum where you have discussion-based classrooms and academic freedom in China. And you also have access to Duke University's digital library and archives remotely. And this is a big question that I often get asked by students who are aware of China's Great Firewall. And we want to let you know that you would have free and open access to the internet on campus. You would receive a VPN through the Duke University Library. So anything that you would be able to view on the internet from the Duke University Library, you would be able to access on the Duke Kunshan campus. Another hallmark of Duke Kunshan is our exceptional faculty. We've selected professors from Duke University who come over and teach sessions, professors from China, and then professors from all over the world who are leaders in their fields globally. We have a really strong mentorship focus, and that's a natural given that we have a really small student to faculty ratio. Right now it's actually 7 students to each professor. And faculty at Duke Kunshan are drawn to the school because they know that it is a small research-oriented liberal arts school where they really want to have one-on-one interactions with their students. And it's not unusual even for Duke Kunshan professors to invite students to their apartments for dinner and for different gatherings. Another hallmark and very unique thing about Duke Kunshan is our unique course schedule. we actually have a 4-1 academic week. So we have classes Monday through Thursdays in the classroom. Then Fridays are reserved for co-curricular education outside of the classroom. Many of our students take advantage of Fridays to pursue internships. As I said before, maybe travel within Asia or go to Shanghai with their friends, or of course just catch up on studying. We also have an innovative semester schedule. So as I'm sure you're aware, within the United States, it's pretty standard for there to be a semester schedule where freshmen will take maybe 4, 5, 6, if you're really ambitious, classes during each semester. Duke Kunshan is different in that we have, instead of having you take those 4 or 5 classes at once, we have mini semesters where you'll take 2 classes at once and you'll have 2 sessions within each traditional semester. So that means that you'll still go away to college in August and come back in December, go home in December and have that break, and then return and be studying from January to May. But within that, you'll have 2 7-week sessions. And again, you'll focus in on 2 classes for each session. So this is really fantastic, especially as I explained, you'll be studying Mandarin, maybe that's a new language for you, and you'll be able to really focus in on the subjects that you're passionate about. Duke Kunshan is also unique in that we are incredibly research focused. We have multiple research institutes on campus. We have a global health research institute. We have an environmental science institute, and these are pretty well established because before Duke Kunshan started offering undergraduate programs, we actually offered graduate programs in both of those disciplines. And 20% of our current undergraduates have participated in research with a professor, which is really incredible. Some really exciting research projects that some of our students have worked on this summer are related to, like I said, pressing world issues. One of our students worked on potential maternal and infant outcomes from COVID-19, and one student worked on the distribution and evolution of key air pollutants in China. So as I said, Duke Kunshan is a university for students who really want to make an impact and address these critical world issues. And one way that they do that is with their research. We also have a program called the Signature Work Program. And this is where you'll be paired with a faculty member, and you will come up with an outcome that you want to have by the time you graduate. Maybe you want to have a major research project that you've undertaken. Maybe you want to outline a business plan. You want to be an entrepreneur, etc. And you will work with that faculty member to help you work on that project. And then when you graduate, you'll have a wonderful outcome, which you can display in your portfolio for either a job or graduate school. We have 3 academic divisions. We have natural sciences, social sciences, and arts and humanities. And here's a list of all of our interdisciplinary majors. We only just had our juniors first select their majors, but it's looking like things like STEM, of course, and politics and economics are popular majors for students. And keep in mind that at Duke Kunshan, we only require you to declare your major your junior year. So you definitely have time to explore different disciplines and find your passion before you have to decide on a major. Duke Kunshan's campus, as you may have surmised from the beautiful overview that I gave you earlier in the presentation, is super modern and has really impressive facilities. We're a LEED certified campus, which means that we're actually the only LEED certified campus in China, which means that all of our buildings are built to sustainable standards, which is really exciting. And we also have teaching, research, and artificial intelligence labs available for you, and independent and group study spaces. This picture here especially, I think, is a great example. This is actually our innovation building on campus, and this is a wonderful space for research. So aside from academics, you may be wondering, what is life really like at Duke Kunshan? And what I want you to know is that we have all of the resources available to you that you would have at a top US university. So we have undergraduate advising, career services, of course, residence life. All of our students are required to live on campus. We also have athletics and clubs and organizations for you to focus on outside of class, and career services, and also, of course, counseling and psychological services, because studying abroad can be a really big transition, and we want to make sure that you have the support as you adapt to a new culture. So residence life. As I said, all Duke Kunshan students live on campus. And it's a really big way that our students build community with one another. So we offer roommate matching. We have community-based aspects of living on campus, where, of course, being with people within your dorm is a really strong way to get socially connected. We also have leadership opportunities. Some of our students may apply and be designated as resident assistants. And living on campus is, I think this is probably one of the most beautiful and modern residence halls in the world. We have spacious students' residences. Some of them are dorm style, where there's 2 students to a dorm room. And then there's, of course, a shared bathroom with the rest of the hall. But we also have suite styles, which are almost like living in a little condo. So you would have your own single room, and then you would share a bathroom and a common living and study area with a few other students. We also have 2 dining halls on campus, a cafe, facilities for students to cook. Just a small anecdote, we have several students from Italy who are very excited to help their classmates learn how to make some Italian cuisine. And as I'll show you in the next couple of slides, we have resources for staying fit and healthy. We also have 40+ clubs and organizations, and these range from things like entrepreneurship club to language club. Every week they have a menu where you pick off the menu and you can learn a new language. And also things like fencing. So if you have an interest, because we are a small new university, you can definitely work with our administration and get that club up and running. Another extracurricular opportunity that personally I think is one of the most exciting options at Duke Kunshan is called DKU Quest. And this is where our Student Services Office will lead trips to amazing places around China. On the right here, we have our Director of Athletics, and they are in Tibet. And then, of course, trips to the Great Wall of China. In terms of athletics, We have a lot of options for staying fit and healthy on campus. We have a beautiful sports center. We have group fitness classes, fitness consultations, and different intramural sports. So some of the popular intramural sports at Duke Kunshan are soccer, basketball, etc. And so I showed you a few pictures of the actual campus, and I've given you some context of the larger area that Kunshan is connected to. But I wanted to give you some pictures of what it's like just off campus. So we actually have within walking distance, we call it Dayu Bay, and it's an outdoor shopping center with different restaurants. There's a Starbucks, and we also have our student center, which is called the Blue Oasis, where students can get together and hang out, study. They have events there, concerts, etc. And this is a picture of the Blue Oasis. And then also directly in Kunshan, which would be either a quick bus ride or a Didi ride. Didi is the Chinese equivalent of Uber. There's different malls, restaurants. Students like to go out and do things like karaoke. So there's a lot to do within just a couple minutes of campus. And then, of course, our students love to take their Fridays and maybe take the train into Shanghai. And like I said, maybe, plan trips and travel to other parts of Asia. So we also have other supports in place to help you be a really successful student at Duke Kunshan. We have tutoring. As I said, we have the academic mentoring and the signature project advising. We also have academic advisors that can help you if you want to go into medicine, law, or other types of professional schools. They can help you build a roadmap so that you can achieve those goals. We also have a really fantastic career services team, which offers career counseling, job search training. They have Friday career tracks. So again, if you remember, no class on Fridays. So you can go with career services to visit local businesses and maybe shadow someone who works there. We have corporate and networking events. They bring employers to campus for an internship fair. And then our students have had really incredible internships all over the world. This is one of our students. She was working at Ernst & Young. We also have students who've worked at top consulting firms like McKinsey. And then we've had some really unique internships. One of our students actually interned with the Natural Academy of Sciences in China and was researching ancient fossils, which is really fun. So a lot of opportunities for exploring internships in different careers as a Duke Kunshan student. As I said, adapting to living and going to college, just going to college in general, whether it's in your home state or if it's across the world, it's really great to have really strong support services. So we want to let you know that we have individual counseling, different workshops and support groups. They even have special events where they'll bring, puppies for a therapy dog event on campus. And also for our students who are currently learning remotely during the COVID pandemic, we have virtual counseling and psychological services. And so I've been giving you a lot of information about Duke Kunshan, and I wanted to turn it over and let you hear directly from some of our students on why they picked Duke Kunshan. This student, Peter, is actually from North Carolina. He's from Cary, North Carolina. He went to Panther Creek High School. And I believe he found out about Duke Kunshan because he was working in a research lab on the Duke University campus in Durham. And he was really drawn to Duke Kunshan because he really loved, as he said, the sense of adventure from the students that attend, and also the sense of helpfulness from the faculty. And this student, Reika from Japan, she said, I chose DKU because I can pursue global health in an undergraduate education from different perspectives within its unique liberal arts program. She also said DKU provides a truly international experience with a tight community of students and faculty that no other university will provide. And coming up in just a few slides, I'll share more about the specifics of Duke Kunshan students. So we have a really diverse student body comprised of students who have over 50 nationalities and come from 6 continents. We're a truly global university, and our admissions process is designed to attract exactly that kind of global class. So who are we looking for? We are looking for students who obviously have a sense of adventure, who are willing to, leave their state and their country for a really exciting college experience. Of course, students who are really highly engaged, academically focused, independent thinkers, open-minded, and of course, students who are really excited about the prospect of studying in both China and at Duke University. So these are actually some of our Duke Kunshan students who were able to attend a conference at Duke this early on this winter. So what is our specific class profile, and what are we in admissions looking for as students apply, and what does an admitted student look like? So here's our class of 2024 student profile. As you can see, we are a highly selective university. We had a 17% acceptance rate, and our students also have very, very strong academic backgrounds. The SAT, the middle 50% had between a 1410 and a 1510. For the ACT, between a 32 and a 34. And for a GPA, a 3.9. As I said, we really attract students who are very globally minded. Almost 50% of our students speak 3 or more languages. And the geographic breakdown of where our students are from, about 30% of our students are from China, and the rest of the, 70% of our, approximately 70% of our students are from China, and the rest are from the United States and all over the world. We especially are seeing lots of interest from places like Kazakhstan, Morocco, Italy, Latin America. So if you were to become a Duke Kunshan student, you would have students that your friends and classmates from every corner of the globe. So I know that a hot topic for thinking about what school you will attend is definitely tuition and financial aid. And so this is the current cost of tuition and other related expenses. As you can see, it's a similar figure to what schools like Duke University are charging for tuition and fees. But I want to let you know that very few students pay that full amount. 80% of our incoming international students receive some sort of financial aid. The great thing is that all applicants are automatically considered for merit-based aid just based on their application. So there's no need to fill out any separate applications for merit-based aid. We also evaluate students for need-based grants based on the CSS profile. So that's another important thing. If you're thinking about applying to Duke Kunshan, you'll definitely want to fill out and submit your CSS profile to us. Another option that we have for helping you decide whether Duke Kunshan is the best fit for you is we have an international admitted student experience every year. And this past spring, we did have the event virtually, where we had lots of different Zoom meetings where students could meet with current professors and current students. They could attend sample classes. It's just a really great opportunity to learn more about Duke Kunshan. I do want to let you know that for the previous years that we are admitting undergraduates, we did invite students to campus for an in-person admitted student experience on the Duke Kunshan campus. And we also provided financial support for getting there. So we all know that making plans in these times is really hard to do, but I want to let you know that historically we've offered this incredible opportunity to our students to experience Duke Kunshan, and we are hoping to offer that in the future. So I've given you so much information. I've talked about the location of Duke Kunshan, which is very unique. We've talked about the campus, the academics, our students. But as we move closer to the end of this presentation, I just wanted to show another beautiful pictures of both the Duke and Duke Kunshan campuses. And hopefully this will help you remember that the biggest takeaway from this presentation is that Duke Kunshan offers you a Duke University degree in China, and that you'll study on both campuses and earn a degree from both schools. And we think this is an incredibly powerful combination. Also, I just wanted to share some pictures of our current students. And these are some pictures of them exploring Shanghai. This is one of our students who took a trip to Bali with some of her friends. As I've talked about, you can take the train into Shanghai really easily. Obviously, enjoy Chinese food and really getting to know local cuisine. Again, you'll be learning Mandarin. You'll be having the adventure of a lifetime, and you'll also be earning a degree from very prestigious schools, be connecting with professors and students from all over the world, and be well prepared for any future that you are moving towards. So what are the next steps? If this presentation, and especially seeing all of those exciting pictures from our students exploring, and this has really inspired you to apply, we want to let you know that our application is currently open via the Common App. And we are test optional this year, but you may submit your SAT or ACT if you would like. And we have standard requirements that other schools that are on the Common App require. Of course, your school report and high school transcripts, a counselor evaluation, teacher recommendation, and also the essays. So we do have an additional essay that I'm actually going to share the prompt with you right now. And the prompt is, why Duke Kunshan University? What specifically are you drawn to, and what do you think that you could bring to the campus? And for students who have attended this session or any of our other information sessions, you actually have a great advantage because you have learned about some of the specifics of Duke Kunshan and what makes us so unique. And think about that and think about which part of what I've talked about made you really excited, and think about how it aligns with your background, and start imagining if you were a Duke Kunshan student, what would you accomplish on campus? And going even further, how would you use your Duke Kunshan education to achieve your dreams? So we've had this info session, but I want to let you know that we do have live virtual campus visits with current students. So here's the QR code if you just want to take out your phone and take out the camera function. It will take you right to the registration page for signing up for one of these virtual campus tours. And I just want to say thank you so much for joining us. I think this is a great slide to end on because this is a picture of our admitted students from our 2019 admitted student experience. As I said, admitted students came from all over the world to gather together and to get to know each other and to get to know Duke Kunshan. We also have, you can follow us on social media. We're on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and then I personally highly recommend our YouTube channel. We have some great different days in the life from our current Duke Kunshan students, so you can really know what it's like to be at Duke Kunshan from a student perspective. And now I want to open it up for questions. Lindsay, you're welcome to unmute yourself. Lindsay is my colleague. She's another Duke Kunshan Global Recruitment Officer, and she's been moderating the comments.
Well, so far I've gotten 2 sets of questions and have answered them privately via text, but we have just a few minutes left. So if anyone has some questions, just send them out there and we'll answer them right now.
And I also want to let you know that obviously, please ask your question now while you have me live, but also I am the Global Recruitment Officer who specifically works with students from North and South Carolina. So I can continue to be a contact for you. You can find me on the Duke Kunshan website and reach out with with an email. And I am so excited to help you learn more about this school. And Lindsay, were there any questions that we wanted to, I saw a question, did we want to answer it publicly?
Sure. One of the participants was asking if Duke University has any other global campuses. So I was letting them know that Duke does have a global campus in Singapore for graduate students attending medical school. But this DKU joint venture in China is our only one for undergraduate studies.
Okay, great question. And Duke is, as I'm sure you know, is known for its global programs. They do have study abroad options all over the globe. And I just personally, I was working with study abroad programs in Costa Rica and South Africa with Duke, and a couple of years ago I learned that Duke Kunshan was launching in China, and it's just such an exciting opportunity. I had to join it. So I've actually, Lindsay and I have both been to the campus, and we just are really excited to share more about it with you. So please don't hesitate to reach out to us, and we really hope to see your application and also see you get more involved by maybe signing up for a campus tour. Have a great afternoon, everyone. Thank you. We can close now, I think, unless we have any other questions.
It looks like no more questions. Thank you, Lori.
Yes, thank you. Hope everyone, go ahead.
Thank you for joining us. When you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 4-question survey. We'd appreciate any feedback you can provide. Also, this was just one of many sessions being hosted, so be sure to sign up for additional sessions at CACRAO.org. In about a week, you'll be able to find this session recording, as well as all of the other session recordings at CACRAO.org. Thank you, and thank you so much to our panelists.